Derby. Now we're going to head over to hear from Brian Lynch after the Kentucky Derby trainers dinner, discussing his run at Classic Causeway in the Triple Crown feature. Just before we head over to him, just note this is extremely exciting for all of us Australians. Brisbane-born Brian Lynch thought he'd be making his name in America as a professional bull rider. Instead, he finds himself in the spotlight, saddling up a runner in the world-renowned Kentucky Derby today.
Well, g'day, mate.
G'day, old mate.
How you going?
Fuck, even the bad days are good.
Your brother's here?
One of them. Proud to have him here, Vietnam vet.
I heard a glass break at your table earlier. Was that one of your brothers?
That was me. Got the wobbly boot.
I actually knew it was you. I wanted to see if you'd own up to it. Classic Causeway, a head scratcher last time out, but we just saw one of his two successive wins as a 3-year-old before that. What have you been doing in training to help the horse get its mojo back?
Look, it was a head scratcher last time, but he come out of the race in good order, and I fought tooth and nail not to run him, but he gave me every indication to run him, and if it's as simple as putting a tongue tie and a drop noseband, we'll correct that displaced epiglottis.
Lots of talk that Classic Causeway will be the pace in the race. Has he got the speed to cross from post position 17?
I think he's got the tactical speed, but I can think he doesn't actually need the lead. I think he can sit off, and we'll just track him going into the first turn and see how it plays out from there.
There we go. There we go. Your first Derby runner, Brian?
Very excited.
And your owners also?
I reflect back on it, and I think of Doug O'Neill. I knew Dougie when his office was an upside-down poultice bucket sitting on top of one stall. I knew Chad when we started together, and Neil Young wrote a song about it. Times are a-changing. There's a lot of great trainers, young trainers coming up through there, so we're happy to be amongst them.
A boy from Wagga Wagga, it's a small town in New South Wales, now has a runner in the Kentucky Derby. Can you reflect on your journey from Wagga Wagga to Churchill Downs?
It's been a long journey, and a lot of trials and tribulations, but we're just thrilled to be here, and it's such a prestigious race. Being an Aussie, mate, you know what the Melbourne Cup is, and it's equivalent to that, so to be a part of it and feel like you've got a horse in it that can be competitive, I'm just so excited to be here.
You have been in America for about 30 years now. I actually just want to play a little game with you and test where your allegiances are after these 30 years. Quick multiple choice game, Brian. Bear with me. Peanut butter or Vegemite?
Vegemite.
That's 1 to Australia. Oreo cookies or Tim Tams?
Tim Tams.
2 to Australia. Flip-flops or thongs?
Without wearing them as underwear, thongs.
Julia Roberts or Nicole Kidman?
Nicole Kidman.
This has been a clean sweep for Australia so far. Wow or crikey?
Crikey, mate. Could be dangerous.
Guns N' Roses or
AC/DC. Beat you to it.
This will be a tough one.
All right. Lay it on me.
Kentucky Derby or Golden Slipper?
Listen, I've spent the best part of my adult life in the US, so I'd have to say the Kentucky Derby.
Last one. Rachel Alexander or Winks?
Listen, I've all the respect for Steve in the world to accomplish what he's done as a horse trainer. So I'm going to have to go with Rachel Alexander.
There we go. Well,
he told me he was going to ask me one question. Just how big of an Aussie am I? And I said, if he's standing close enough to me, you'll still smell the smell of the kangaroo poo on the bottom of my boot. So,
Well, at least America got a couple on the board there towards the end. You can take the boy out of Australia, but you can't take the Australia out of the boy, Brian. I think there'll probably be 25 million Australians cheering you on Saturday. Good luck in the race, mate.
Let's give him hell, Andrew. Thank you.
Good on you, mate.
Well, there you go, Brian Lynch. I think if personality could win the Kentucky Derby, he'd have it down pat. The Australian trainer, born in Brisbane and was calling Wagga home before making the move to America nearly 30 years ago. A fantastic achievement to get this far and be saddling up a runner in the Run to the Rosette Classic Causeway. He's now an $11 shot, opened at $34 as a bit of a roughie after drawing barrier 17, which is slightly awkward, but hoping he can get a nice position in the race. So $34 into $11. That's at the 17 Classic Causeway, the 3-year-old colt by Giants Causeway, who's boasting nice career form, 6 starts, 3 wins and 2 placings. So fingers crossed, can get the job done for all of us Aussies. We'll be certainly cheering him on. Epicenter remains the favourite, is drifting ever so slightly, however, opened at $4.60, is now out to $5. The 12 Tabor, $9 into $6.50. Punters loving the 6 Messier in the third line of betting, $11 all the way into $7. 10 Zandon, $5 out to $7. And of course, Brian Lynch, our Aussie trainer, training Classic Causeway, the first of our runners at double figure odds, $34 into $11. Crown Pride, $34 into $15. $16 the one. Mo Donegal, he's drawn barrier 1, and I noted earlier that a bit different if you are having a bet in America, they are in fact rated on their barrier draw. So horse number 1 drawn barrier 1 instead of over here in Australia where we have horse number 1 that's carrying the biggest weight. So a bit different, and that's important to note if you are having a bet here at Churchill Downs. So that's Mo Donegal. He's drawn barrier 1. White Abario, $13 out to $19. The rest at $21 or more. So very exciting. Horses are heading up to Churchill Downs for the Kentucky Derby. Who will win this Group 1 Run to the Roses? Now, we do have a quick interview from Brian Cox. Let's head trackside to him. He's talking about his 3 runners straight after the barrier draw was conducted.
All right, Brad, your initial reaction after the draw for the Derby?
I'm happy with it. Won't have to go from one end of the paddock to the other with 3 of them in there. They're all, 16, 18, 19. I thought it was, it worked out well. I've always said I'm more interested in how they break or not really where they break from. But overall, I think it's positive for all the horses.
Let's talk Cyberknife in 16. That suits him being out wide, gives him options?
Yeah, I'm good with it. There's obviously a fast horse drawn to the outside of him, and we'll see how it goes, but I think he's going to break running, and it's a good spot. Shouldn't have to stand in the gate too long, which I think is important. So overall, I'm happy with it.
And Zozos being out wide as well?
Yeah, he's got a little speed. He'll run away from there. Hopefully, be able to tuck in at some point. Obviously be forwardly placed, but be able to hopefully save a little ground, go into the first turn, see what happens.
And the strategy with Tawny Port?
Just kind of let him break, kind of find his stride. I don't think he's going to be near the lead. He'll probably be, for him to be come running late, probably be a little bit conservative early, where he'll have a little bit to finish with.
Well, one good thing is they'll at least be able to give each other company. Good luck, Brad.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, lucky last at Churchill Downs Kentucky Derby. Another market update as they're past start time. Fingers crossed they're not far off from the barriers. I don't think they are at all. Epicenter continuing to drift, $5 out from $4.60. 12 Tabor, who was previously trained by Bob Baffert. He's currently serving a 90-day suspension, so will now be running under Tim Yakteen. $9 into $6.50. Same story for the 6 Messier. $11 crunched into $7, heavily backed in the third line of betting. 10 Zandon, $5 out to $7, and the Brian Lynch Australian runner now being pushed in. That's number 17 Classic Causeway, $34, now into single figure odds of $9.50. Gee, it'll be exciting if that horse gets up. Fingers crossed it can do so. Now the field is starting to move in for the Kentucky Derby for 2022. The crowd is getting very, very excited, as we are here in the Sky Racing studio. What a way to start off our morning. Fingers crossed you're having a bet, and for the first leg of the Triple Crown, one of the biggest races in America, Kentucky Derby, fields moving in. Let's head trackside.
Derby. Waiting for Tis the Bomb, Zandon, and Rich Strike. And as the roar of the crowd returns to Churchill Downs, it is post time for the Kentucky Derby. They're in the gate. Happy Jack being backed out of the starting gate. Goes back in. Ready for a start. And they're off in the Kentucky Derby. Good beginning, and Summer is Tomorrow takes it to him right off the mark. Straight to the front, and Crown Pride is showing speed too. And Messier's not far behind either. Taba toward the outside, past the Twin Spires for the first time. Summer is Tomorrow, setting the pace down inside, and Crown Pride is going to stalk the pace on the outside in second. Zozos comes on to be third. Messier with a great spot toward the rail in fourth. Cyberknife comes away in fifth. Taba's racing in sixth. Charge It in tight toward the rail while seventh. Epicenter comes out racing in eighth. Smile Happy is ninth. Pioneer of Medina on the outside in 10th. Zandon toward the inside 11th. Pratt is patient with him. And then it's White Abario racing in 12th. Classic Causeway far off the pace today in 13th. Tawny Port is 14th. Simplification is 15th by 3. Tis the Bomb is 16th. Rich Strike is 17th. Mo Donegal lingering near the back of the pack in 18th, followed by Barber Road. Happy Jack is the trailer. Down the backstretch run, a merciless pace, 45 and 1/5 seconds in the Kentucky Derby. Down the backstretch they go. Summer is Tomorrow, Crown Pride, and now Messier splits them and comes on through. Here's Messier now taking the lead for the far turn run. Crown Pride tries to go with Messier. Epicenter is on the move now. Epicenter's making progress as they round the far turn, and Cyberknife is there too. So too Smile Happy. Zandon is picking through the pack. Zandon is switched on, and here he comes. Charge It is there. White Abario coming with a wide sweeping move. Taba's trying to find a way through, as is Tawny Port, as the field turns for home at Churchill Downs. Epicenter running for the roses. He turns for home in front by 3, but Zandon is digging in, and here comes Zandon now. Zandon's closing in quickly. Simplification is late on the scene. Tawny Port and Barber Road, final 16th of the Derby, and it's still Epicenter. Zandon surging, and here comes Rich Strike down toward the inside. It's a wild finish in the Kentucky Derby, and on the wire, Rich Strike does it! Wow! A shocker in the Kentucky Derby. Epicenter ran second. Zandon was third. It's tight for fourth. Simplification or Mo Donegal. It is Rich Strike at 80-1.
Two. Oh my goodness, what a finish there in the Kentucky Derby. The absolute outsider, Rich Strike, down the rails. That's about $250 for the winner. My goodness me, beating the favourite. Epicenter at $2.10 was so brave in defeat there. Really dug deep and tried to hang on. In the third spot, Zandon at $2.30, 21, 3 and 10 for the Churchill Downs Kentucky Derby. The complete outsider, Rich Strike, number 21, takes out the run for the roses. Goodness me. Okay, we're all going to take a quick breather in the Sky Racing studio. I think we all need it after that. We'll be back with plenty of action following up from the Kentucky Derby after this.
There's a hole in your budget, dear Labour, dear Labour.
Labor hasn't balanced a budget in over 30 years. and their code